You know what I hate most than anything in street fights is when the dude's heads bounce off the concrete.
Brutal. Brutal.
There's this Puerto Rican dude and this other guy, and the guy doesn't know how to fight, and the Puerto Rican dude does. And you can see they're standing in front of each other in the street, and he just crack, and the guy goes, Durr! And you see him like sideways, his head bounces up, and his girlfriend goes, "Get in the car, puppy!" and he jumps in the car and takes off.
The Joe Rogan Experience, besides offering everything under the sun, also provides its listeners with a lucid account of events. Further, the popular host, Joe Rogan, sits with the guests over lengthy conversations. And the UFC commentator presents the listeners with interesting anecdotes and hot takes. Similarly, Rogan had a different take on street fights in the latest JRE episode.
Oh my God!
Yeah,
See, they think it's a movie, and then the real life kicks in.
Some people they're just fronting, and they think they're gonna get away with it, and then the other guy is actually a boxer.
Right.
And that was the case here. That guy, he threw an educated punch. Like he knew what he was doing, and he caught that guy right on the jaw, and he went out. His head did the bounce. There's a fucking this thing.
That kills me.
Oh, it's like
you
kills people all the time, man.
In JRE, the color commentators sat down with Mark Normand, and the duo talked about how scary the street fights are. Also, he adds that, well, some men grow up getting their asses kicked. I guess they grow up getting abused. He continued by saying, "One thing I noticed in high school was that the people who were constantly wanting to fight were also experiencing violence at home."
It's like some men grow up getting their asses kicked.
I guess
and
so.
You grow up getting abused. It's one of the things that I would notice in high school. The kids that would want to fight all the time, they were getting abused at home. There was a lot of that.
Right,
you know?
and they don't have as much guilt about it. They'll just smash your face.
Exactly.
I would be like, "Oh shit, I'm sorry."
So someone's been doing that to them, whether it's their older brother or they're getting bullied, and so they bully people back. You know that old expression, hurt people hurt people. You know?
Yeah. And dude, I grew up in Louisiana, and these like corn-fed white guys with polo shirts and Doc Martens and short blue shorts with the woven belt, they would get into these brawls, these big white motherfuckers, and they would just like kick them in the face when they're down, like a soccer kick. Like you'd just be outside the bar. Like I just watched a guy get his jaw broken on a Friday night at 1 a.m, and he just go back in the bar. I mean, it was horrific. Horrific. They slamming people in the cars and kneeing them in the face.
Man, how many people have died in bar fights?
I know.
Terrible.
Yeah, then the jaw gets wired. You see the guy the next week, he's got that neck brace, you know.
Dude.
Brutal.
Yeah. You know, when people like to hurt people, that was the thing that I hated the most about fighting, was when I would knock someone out.
Yes.
It would weird me out.
I get it, man.
I would like try to celebrate. I would try to like, and then after a while, I started not celebrating. I would just walk away.
Yeah.
I'd be like, that's actually probably a better move anyway.
It looks cooler.
Because I would just smash somebody, I would kick them, and then they would go down. I'm like, that dude's not getting up. I'm just going to walk away like this always happens. And then after a while, it kind of always happened.
Yeah, like in MMA, when they just knock the guy down and they walk away, they don't even cheap hammer fisting. All for what? Because somebody bumped into you?
Exactly.
They spilled your beer?
Well, just people looking for fights, and then they get a little bit of booze in them, and they're mad because their girlfriend's fucking some new guy, and they're like, God damn it, fucking bitch. Urgh.
I don't have that in me. I don't have that anger. Like
Congratulations.
I'm not bragging. I like to booze it up. I like to smash some gash and have a good time and do some shrooms and, eat a lady out, but I can't imagine wanting to kick a guy in the face while he's on the ground.
No. It's not good.
That's a rage. Maybe he was beaten, or he's deeply closeted, or something's going on there.
Well, it's a thing. It's like when guys do that, they're letting you know, like, I know that this is the end.
Yeah,
I don't have to follow this up.
Right.
But there's a feeling that you get when you hit someone and you see their eyes roll back, like you know. But some guys are so savage they don't give a fuck.